Hi, welcome back. This is Patricia Stuart of Patricia Stuart Originals. As you see here, I have some prints that I pulled. I think I did these yesterday. And I wasn't sure exactly where I was going with these prints. This happened to be one that I did, and I kept layering as much as I could to see how far I could go. If you see under here, I had a different print. I wasn't too keen on how it came out, so I just layered it over with some of the colors that I had already used in the other prints. And actually this behind was my cleanup sheet that I used to clean the plate off with some had ghost prints, and so it was just a cleanup sheet. And because I liked the colors, I decided to do some mark making on it. I took like one of the caps from my paint and dipped it in some white paint and just made my circles there. And so I may still need to go over this with some marks to bring them out. And this was a ghost print, and as I pulled my prints, I put this on and just pull up the ghost prints behind all of the layers of paint, and this even turned out to have some nice texture and color mixture. And this was just a one pull. I had a mixture of pyrrole orange, primary magenta, Payne's gray. I had Titan green, and I think I had a little ultramarine violet in there. And I had mixed all of them on the plate originally. Laid down my circles, mask that I had, and pulled it up. And it came with this. And I like those combinations of colors. And this was also a one pull. Underneath I had my earth tone colors. I think I used a mixture of a little black, and I had some burnt umber. I had a little Indian yellow hue and raw sienna all mixed up on the one plate as I kind of mixed it without blending it together so that I can get different colors. And then I pulled it with the Titan green. I had my circle mask down, and then I pulled it with the Titan green. This also was a two pull. In the bottom I had the pyrrole orange, I had a little burnt umber, I had a little of the Titan pale green, and my circle mask once again. And under this you can see shadows of another print, which was this. This was the first print that I started with, and this has Payne's gray mixed in with a little carbon black. I use very little. on the plate, and then I took one of my paint tops and put it down on the paint and then pulled it a little. Down, move, down, move, down, move, and got this particular design pattern, which is pretty cool. And so after I pulled this, I had the ghost print underneath, and I decided to leave it and put down all the rest of these colors. And so it's a nice little pattern that's behind the circles. What I did was I took some mixed media paper that I had, and I buy them on the really big sheets, like I think they're 24 by 30, the size sheets. And I just measured out a 12 by 12. This square here on the inside is 12 by 12 because I'm going to work with this center. And then the outside poses as a mask, as a, not a mask, a mat. Normally I use my mat to put on, but this is another way that if you don't have a mat that would fit the size of what you're doing, you can use a large sheet of mixed media paper and measure out your square where you have a frame on the outside, and I will have to even this off a little bit, but it can go inside of a frame just like this, and it would appear to have matting around it. So that's another option of just cutting your paper a little larger than the area you're working with, and it's automatically like a matting. And so I'm going to piece these together in some kind of way for a nice painterly design, and see what I can come up with. It's the most fun thing for me to do is to create by mixing these pieces together. And we'll see what happens with that. So this posed a bit of a challenge for me. I had a couple of strong colors in here. This is strong, this is strong. And I wanted the strong, one of the strong colors to support the piece at the corners. And I couldn't use too many of these, but yet I needed to balance this piece. So one is here and one is there, but I couldn't use it anywhere else. It was too strong. So then the rest of the piece had to be balanced with softer colors. We have the strong colors on the edge, top, corners, and bottom. So I had to go with the softer mixed in with the color that gives a pop. And I was rearranging it like different ways, and it just didn't captivate me. So this is what it turned out to be. And so I'm going to glue it down and come back. Okay, here's what we have. This is what the finished look is. And I would say I like the colors. I'm not sure. Some of it will have to grow on me. but usually when I look at it the next day, I see something that I didn't see at the time. So this is a larger piece, larger than my normal 8x10 collage work that I do. I ended up trimming the sides with black and just the lines. I didn't trim each block in black, but I like it better with just underlining it and the whole thing framed in black. So I may make my own decorative matting to go around the edge. Do something like that with it. But here's another piece, another different size, and just another creative piece for your consideration. Thanks so much for stopping by.